The next ones, probably out of all that stuff we just went over, are the only ones that maybe give you a whole lot of trouble. The other ones might give you a little trouble, but sometimes these ones get a bit tricky. Following my order of operations. My order of operations, parentheses. That means do inside the parentheses till you just have one number there, or you can't simplify any farther. Exponents. Multiplying and dividing go together from left to right, adding and subtracting from left to right. So way back when I was in school, we said, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now my kids are coming home and I say, what do you do in math? And they say PEMDAS. It took me a long time to figure out what PEMDAS was, but that's what they were doing, was the order of operations. So if I'm going to follow my order of operations, I'm going to simplify inside the parentheses. In this case, this is the only part I have to simplify because this one only has one number in it. So I'm going to do 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 would give me negative 1. So now I have minus negative 1 squared minus negative 1 squared times 3. I then do anything with an exponent. So I have to square that negative 1 on both cases here. When I square my negative 1, it becomes positive 1. But then I have that minus sign that I have to bring down and put in front. Same thing on the next one. I'm going to square my negative 1. It becomes positive 1, but I have a negative sign that I got to bring down and put in front. Times 3. I then do any multiplying or dividing from left to right. I do have multiplying, so I'm going to multiply here. And so I'm going to have negative 1 minus 1 times 3 is 3. Then I do my adding and subtracting. Negative 1 minus 3, negative 4. Now these ones, check with your calculator. Punch it in just like it looks with the parentheses. If you punch it in correctly, you should get the right answers, and that way you can check and make sure you do them correctly. If I look at number 32, first thing I'm going to do on that one is what? Do what's in the parentheses. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2, right? Next thing I'm going to do.
Your exponents.
My exponents. So on the top I have 2 cubed. 2 cubed is 8. So I'm going to have 8 minus 1 on the top of that fraction. On the bottom I have this negative 2 cubed. Negative 2 cubed is? Negative 8. So I'm going to have negative 1 minus my answer, which was negative 8. And again, since I'm subtracting a negative, they'll put the parentheses just so it doesn't look so messy. So now I'm going to simplify. On the top, 8 minus 1 would give me 7. On the bottom, I have 1 minus a negative 8. 1 minus a negative 8 gives me 7, because I have to change it to negative 1 plus 8, right? And so now I have 7 over 7, which I can simplify. 1 is going to be my answer. Now, if you are going to use your calculator to check this one, you have to do the top separately from the bottom, or you end up doing a million parentheses. So you would just type in the top expression, see if you get 7, type in the bottom expression, you should also get 7, and then you can simplify your fraction from there. Go ahead and evaluate the next one on your paper there. Get an answer? I got negative 5. You guys get negative 5? So, first thing I did was simplify inside my parentheses. 4 over 2 was 2. I then did my exponents. 2 cubed is 8. 4 squared is 16. And then I had 8 plus 3 minus 16 and got negative 5.